Happy evening, all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening,
Good
sir.
evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I'll just put on my video and we'll start off. My video is on, Pranav.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll start and so the demos ended yesterday. There was
Yes.
some. Okay. So coming to the point which we were doing last class, we were doing the different types of contracts, if you remember. Yes or no, all of you?
Yes, sir.
We did on the basis of validity. We did the first one was valid contract. So if you fulfill all the essentials of a valid contract, that is both under section 10 and it is not under section 10, there should be two parties, intention to create legal relationship, correct or no? Should not be uh, we should not be uncertain or vague, and plus there should be offer and acceptance consent, then it is called a valid contract. Then we did the second one was void agreement and void contract. Void contract is section 2J, where we said that a contract when entered into is valid but subsequently becomes unenforceable or void. But an agreement at the time of formation itself, when it is null and void, it is called a void agreement. What it is called a void agreement. So entering into an agreement to buy drugs is a void agreement. But you enter into a contract to sell mangoes, but later on the government bans the sale of mangoes due to a spread of a disease. That becomes a void contract. What it becomes a void?
Contract.
Then we went into voidable contract, section 2I, which says that a contract which is enforceable at the option of one party but not at the option of the other party is called a voidable contract. And I told you there are three situations under which a contract becomes voidable. One is when the consent is not free, when it's obtained due to coercion, misrepresentation, fraud, or undue influence. You put a knife on somebody's throat and tell him to enter into a contract, then the contract is voidable at his option. If he wants, he can continue the contract. If he wants, he can cancel the contract, but the other person cannot do it. Second is when the person is prevented from performing the contract. And third is when the contract is not completed within a specific period of time. Then we did what is an illegal agreement. Any agreement, the object of which is illegal, is called as an illegal agreement. And I told you not only the main agreement is illegal, but also the collateral agreement, which supports the main agreement, is also. Pranav decides to buy drugs worth 20,000 from Amit. It's an illegal agreement. But Pranav borrows 20,000 from Sahana to buy that. Even that agreement is illegal. What even that agreement is illegal because it's supporting a main agreement which is illegal. Understood, all of you? We are done up to that, right? Last class?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's go to the next topic. Pranav, that's we
Sir.
are finished. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. So it's difference between void and illegal agreement.
Okay. I told you, okay, we'll read that out. And I also told you that all illegal agreements are void, but all void agreements are not
Illegal.
illegal. We had discussed that in the last class. But anyway, he can read out. You can read out the differences.
Yes, sir. Scope, a void agreement is not necessarily illegal.
Hmm.
An illegal agreement is always void.
So void agreements have a bigger scope. You enter into a person with unsound mind. You enter into a contract with a person who is not who's disqualified by law. All those are void agreements. One of the void agreements is illegal. If the agreement is uncertain, there is no consideration. All those are void agreements. One part of void agreements is illegal agreements. What? So the scope of void agreement is wider. What it is? Wider. Next one.
Nature. Void agreements are not forbidden under law. Illegal agreements are forbidden under law.
Okay. So void agreements, you can enter into a void agreement. You can enter into a contract with a minor. They're not forbidden by law, but illegal agreements, it's mentioned clearly you cannot buy drugs. You cannot try and enter into a contract to hire somebody to beat up somebody. Correct or no? It's forbidden by law. It is mentioned in the BNS, Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, that you cannot enter into such contracts.
Agreement.
Got it?
Punishment. Void agreement, Parties are not liable for any punishment under the law.
Yeah.
For illegal agreements, parties to illegal agreements are liable for punishment.
I sold a watch to Pranav and he's 17 years old. Nobody can punish me for that. But if I sell drugs to Pranav, the police can catch me and punish me. Correct or no?
Yes, sir.
So remember, void agreements is not punishable, but illegal agreements are always
Punishment.
Punish.
Yes, sir. Collateral agreement. It is not necessary that agreements collateral to void agreements may also be void. It may be valid as well. Agreements collateral to illegal agreements are always void.
Okay, we'll take the same example. I sold my watch to Pranav, and Pranav had to pay me 10. I had to, okay, let's say Pranav sold his watch to me for 10,000. Pranav is a minor, correct? And I had to pay him 10,000 rupees. I borrowed 10,000 rupees from my friend. Now, my agreement with Pranav is null and void. Why? Because it's a contract with a minor. What is a contract with a
Minor.
minor? No, listen. But my contract with my friend, is it valid? Yes.
Yes.
I borrowed 10,000 rupees from him. So this is a collateral agreement. A collateral agreement to a void agreement may be valid. What it may be? Valid.
Valid.
But
Valid.
Pranav, I sold drugs, means Pranav bought drugs from me. And he borrowed 10,000 rupees from his friend, who's a major. Not only the main agreement with me is null and void, but also the collateral agreement of borrowing the money also is null and void.
Void.
So in a void agreement, the collateral agreement may be valid. But in the case of a collateral means what is supporting the main. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
There's some loose connection. I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
we cannot
Yes.
hear.
Huh? You're saying not clear or what, Pranav?
Sir, someone said they can't hear.
Now can they hear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I touched the wrong button. Okay. So remember that in the case of void agreement, the collateral agreement may be valid, but in the case of illegal agreement, the collateral agreements are always null and
Void.
void. Yes or no?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Sir, difference is done. Now we have unenforceable contract.
Okay, unenforceable contract. Just 1 minute.
Yes.
Just give me a minute. Just give me. Okay, Pranav, am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay, yeah, let's continue.
Okay. Unenforceable contract, where a contract is good in substance, but because of some technical defect, that is, absence in writing, barred by limitation, etc., one or both parties cannot sue upon it. It is described as an unenforceable contract.
Okay, now remember when, what?
Sir, example.
Just what example are they giving? Just read the, just tell me.
So the same thing, there's a debt not repaid for 3 years
Okay,
limitation.
that will come later. Okay, now remember when we were doing essentials of a valid contract not under section 10, I said told certain legal formalities or technical formalities have to be completed, right? Yes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now
Yes, sir.
suppose you don't fulfill those technical formalities. For example, I told you a contract of insurance has to be always in writing, but it also always has to be in writing. Sahana takes an insurance for her bike, but she doesn't get a document from the insurance company and it is not signed. Tomorrow, if a bike with an accident, she cannot enforce that insurance contract because it is not in writing. What it is not in
Writing.
writing. I also gave you another example. I told you whenever you're buying a property, the property should be registered. What the property should be?
Registered.
Sahana bought a property for 50 lakh rupees and she entered the document was given to her by Faiza. But finally, they did not register the agreement. Now, later on, when Faiza asks Sana for the money and she doesn't pay the money for the property, Faiza cannot enforce it because the contract was not registered. What the contract was not
Registered.
Register.
So remember, whenever you're entering into a contract, if there are certain technical and legal formalities which are specified, and if those technical or legal formalities are not complied with, it becomes an unenforceable contract. What it becomes an unenforceable
Contract.
contract. Understand? No?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Which class do you have after this, Pranav? 7:15?
No,
Economic.
Okay, go ahead. Yesterday, which ones did you have? You had accounts and? You had accounts and?
sir, we had Mehul sir. No, I think no, we had QA and economics.
Okay.
Economics and QA. Yeah, we had economics and
Okay, fine. Now let's go to the next one.
yeah, sir. So the example, no need, no, sir.
No, no, not that limitation part of y'all. All of y'all, I'll explain a little later. This law of limitations will come under consideration. You don't have to worry about it now. We'll discuss it at a later point of time. Okay. And y'all understood? No, no signature, no writing. Correct or no? All those are unenforceable contracts. Or they're unenforceable
Yes, sir.
contracts.
Contract.
Hmm. Go ahead.
Sir, Kushal has a doubt.
Tell me, Kushal.
Sir, I didn't got the concept of collateral agreement quite nicely.
I'll tell you. See, collateral is anything which supports a main agreement is called as a collateral agreement. Now, Kushal, you want to buy a property, correct?
Yes, sir.
What you want to buy? A house.
Property.
Uh, let's say you want to buy one land. I'm selling you the land, correct or no? The cost of the land
Yes,
is
sir.
50 lakhs. What the cost of the land is?
50 lakhs.
You don't have money. So what will you do? You will
I'll
take
take a
loan
home loan.
from the bank. Yes, very good. From
Yes.
SBI. Now, which is the main contract of buying the property? Me and you, right?
Yes.
What is supporting that agreement?
The home loan.
So that home loan is a collateral agreement. What it is a?
Collateral agreement.
So I'm entering into contract with you. You are a minor, correct or
Yes.
no? Contract is void, but that collateral, or let's say I am, you are selling me the land, correct or no? I
Sir,
am
but
taking a
sir, but entering in a contract with a minor is illegal, right? You said
what?
back then.
What?
And entering in a contract with a minor is illegal, right?
It's not illegal. Who told it's illegal? It's void. Illegal
Oh,
means
okay.
the object is illegal.
Oh, okay.
Object means buying drugs, beating up somebody, correct or
Okay.
no?
Yes,
Contract
yes.
with minor is legal only, correct or no? So many
Okay.
PGs are staying, no? You're from Pune, yeah?
Yes, yes, sir.
So many 17-year, 16-year-old school students will say all agreements with them are illegal or what? No, no.
No,
Correct or
sir.
not?
Yes, sir.
Only, but if you buy drugs, you paid money to beat up somebody, correct or no? Then
Yes,
it
sir.
is illegal, correct or no? Now
Yes, sir.
you understood or
Yes, sir.
so if you're supporting an illegal agreement, even that is illegal. But if you're entering into a void agreement, any supporting agreement may be valid. What may be
Valid.
valid? Understood or no?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Illegal means the law itself bans it, correct or no?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or that's based on validity of
Yeah.
contract.
So this was the first classification of contracts on the basis of validity. What on the basis of validity? We had valid contract, void agreement, void contract, voidable contract, illegal agreement, and unenforceable contracts. Okay, let's go to the next one.
So on the basis of formation of contract.
Okay, let's go to the second. These are all different types of contracts, or these are different types of contracts. Now, on the basis of formation.
Express contracts. A contract would be an express contract if the terms are expressed by words or in writing. Section 9 of the Act provides that if a proposal or acceptance of any promise is made in words, the promise is said to be express. Then they've given an example.
Okay, just read through the example by the time. See, what is an expressed contract? An expressed contract is a contract which is written or oral, but it has some words which are being exchanged. When you are telling what has to be done in the contract, it is called as an expressed contract. What it is called as an expressed contract. For example, just take two names, no?
Has sir, once.
Asana, tell me, how many students are there in the class? 55, huh?
96.
Okay. Tell me,
Sir, Dhanya and Shreya.
Dhanya and Shreya. Hi, Dhanya. You're there, Dhanya? Shreya,
Yes, sir.
how are you, Shreya?
Fine, sir.
Where are you from?
Sirsi.
Huh?
Sirsi.
Sitsi, yeah? Second PU, first PU, degree?
Become.
Become. Okay. Dhanya, you're there? Okay, we'll still take the example. Now, Shreya sends a letter to Dhanya, or she sends an email to Dhanya. Dhanya, I want to buy your gold necklace for 25,000. Dhanya writes back, I am interested in selling my gold necklace for 25,000. I accept your offer. This is an expressed contract. What it is, an expressed contract where both of them in writing they've agreed on something. It may be email, it may be WhatsApp, it may be a written agreement. Or for example, let's say Sahana and Pranav agreed to start a partnership firm and they enter into a partnership in Express. Pranav says, Sana, we'll start a partnership firm, we'll start our own CA firm, which will deal in tax filing, auditing, etc. And they both make a partnership deed. It's written down, the partnership profit sharing ratios, 1:1, everything is in writing, and they sign it. It becomes an expressed contract. What it becomes an expressed contract. And don't think this is a joke. Huh? I'm telling you in caps, at least, I won't joke. I know at least 30, 40 students who have started their own CA firms after completing CA final. Many of them have got married also. I don't know, Aman Shetty sir teaches you?
Not yet, sir.
He was in caps. He and his wife started a CA firm and then they got married. Like that, there are so many Rahul, Sheetal, so many of them, understand? So they start the CA firm together and then, I mean, some of them get married, most of 90% of them. So I'm telling you the truth. Aman Shetty sir is also, even, who else was it? Mehul's her sister. Mehul sir teaches you all, right? His sister completed her CA something and she also started her own firm and she got married. Okay, anyway, coming to the point. So let's come to the point. So whenever the contract is in writing or it is in oral words and both of them have written or expressed it, it's called an expressed contract. What it is called an expressed contract. Now, We'll do the next one, which is very, very similar to that, which is called implied contract. Just read through it very quickly, Pranav.
Yes, sir. Implied contracts. Implied contracts, in contrast, come into existence by implication. Most often, the implication is by action or conduct of parties or course of dealings between them. Section 9 of the Act contemplates such implied contracts when it lays down that in so far as such proposal or acceptance is made otherwise than in words, the promise is said to be implied. Sir, two examples. One is of coolie picking up a bag, and then the other one is getting something at a restaurant.
Okay, now listen here. Now, the same section 9, which defines an expressed contract, it also defines an implied contract, but it also defines an implied contract. Now, what is an implied contract? Implied contract is a contract which is not entered into by expressed terms, either oral or written, but is understood by both the parties through their action or conduct. What through the action or
Conduct.
so by the conduct or by the actions of the party, when the parties enter into a contract, it is called as an implied contract. What it is called as an implied
Contract.
contract. Who's saying contract? What's your name? Who was that? Tell me your
Yeah,
name.
me.
Who?
Faiza.
Faiza? Okay. Now let's say Faiza wants to go to. Faiza, where you want to go?
Kashmir.
Okay, now she takes a flight to Kashmir, Srinagar, and from Srinagar she has to go to Jammu by train. There is Srinagar Jammu Express, right? Correct or no? So from Kashmir, she goes to Jammu by train. Now Faiza is carrying a lot of luggage. What she's carrying a lot of luggage.
Luggage.
She gets down at the Jammu railway station. And she gets down at the railway station. She has two bags. What she has two bags. Oh, there is one coolie. Kushal. Kushal, I'm just taking an example. Okay, example. Don't take it seriously. Correct or no? It's okay with you, no, Kushal? He's not saying yes
Yes,
or no.
it's completely okay.
Completely okay, no? So you're there. You're very strong. Huh? You go to gym and all, Kushal.
Yes, I go to gym.
That's why. That's why. So full muscular body and all. And Faiza sees him from far. Faiza smiles at Kushal. Kushal also smiles at Faiza. And then Kushal starts coming towards Faiza. Tanan, tanan. Faiza, nice, no? Correct?
No, sir.
Very nice. Then he comes, he smiles, you also smile. Then he lifts up your bag. What he lifts up your
Bag.
bag and he starts walking towards the gate of the railway station and you start going behind him. Once he reaches the end of the railway station, there is one auto fellow there. Who's that auto fellow? Amit. Correct or no? He tells, Madam, where you want to go? I want to go to Jammu main hotel. Correct or no? Kushal keeps the bags inside. Faiza gets inside. And then Kushal says, Madam, you have to give me 50 rupees or 100 rupees. She says, why should I give you 100 rupees? Madam, I lifted your bags from that railway station and I've come outside. Nearly 1 kilometer I walked. I lifted up your bag. They are so heavy, 10 kgs. I don't know what you bought. Faiza said, did I tell you to lift my bags? You smiled, I smiled. Smile is enough. Correct or no? Who told you to lift my bags? Did Faiza tell him to lift the bags? No. What Kushal saw? He saw Faiza so beautiful. She's smiling, so charming she is. So he lifted up the bag. Faiza says Tata, bye bye, and she goes off. Kushal is very upset. He notes down the auto number. He came to know which hotel and he goes to his lawyer and asks that he can file a case. And he files a case against Faiza for the recovery of the money. Can he recover the money from Faiza?
No, sir.
No.
Why?
There was no contract or anything said.
Who's telling that?
Sir Anish.
Nothing he said, no? She just smiled and she also smiled, right?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Anish, who smile you like the best in class?
Sir, mostly no one, sir.
Mostly everyone.
Sir, not. Sir, I don't know, sir. I don't notice only, sir.
Why you don't notice? Come, okay, now you notice every. Who has put on the video, please smile. Anish will choose best smile. What, Anish?
Sir, Pranav, sir.
Pranav, oh yeah, I know. That's why they call him Sweetie Pie. That's a cutie pie. Pranav, what is this? Pranav, what is this mesmerizing effect you have? Both on women, men,
Sir,
everybody.
sir, I don't smile at all, sir. I don't know what you're doing.
He doesn't smile only, it seems. What, Anish? Who smiles, you see?
Sir, even while saying that, he's laughing, sir.
He's laughing. He's anybody else you can see who smiles? Faiza, you smile? Yes or no? Where she went?
I do smile, sir.
You smile one more time. Come on. Spotlight her. Spot. Nice, no? She's smiling. What, Anish? Show your teeth, Faiza. Show your teeth. Okay. So you are saying it's not a contract. Let's come back to the point. Okay. Because there was nothing. He just lifted the bags and said, what do you think, Faiza? Will Kushal be able to recover the money from you?
No, sir.
Huh?
No, sir.
Why?
Because I didn't offer him to pick up my bags.
Then why he picked up the bag?
I don't know.
Why you smiled at him? Okay. Anybody else? Who are the other people?
He
Anybody?
should, he will get a compensation, sir.
Who's this?
Tanushree, sir.
Your this batch, last batch, which batch is it?
A present batch.
What's her name? Dhanashri, yeah?
Yeah, Tanushree.
Why Dhanashri?
Sir, even he was taking the bag, she was silent. She allowed him to do that work. She could have stopped him right there.
She should have stopped him. She's very cunning, no? Huh? What do you think about her? What do you think? What are you doing, Dhanashri?
Second PUC, sir.
Where? In Kumaranju?
Kumarans, yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. I remember. Okay, Tanushree is telling that you should have stopped. Okay, last person will take one more person. Anybody else who thinks Anish is telling he shouldn't get, Faiza is telling no. Tanushree is supporting Kushal. Anybody else? Last person who wants to try, or nobody wants to try? Ramani? The Ramani is there, no?
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Ramani? About Faiza?
I think
Huh? About Faiza?
it
Tell, yeah, means it
it
doesn't
was
matter.
not a
It
it
was
was
not,
not a contract, sir.
not a contract. Huh? Then what was it?
No,
Love? Huh?
oh, it might be.
Love at first sight. Huh?
For whom, sir?
Huh?
Pfizer or the other one? Pfizer or the other one?
You
So
tell me.
Kunal asked him. Kunal asked her the
Kunal,
money.
change his
I mean,
name only.
Kushal.
Don't change the
Kushal
name,
asked
Ramani.
her
Please have, please. The Kushal will get angry. He goes to gym and all.
whatever, sir. I,
He'll
I
slap.
I only remember Pfizer, sir.
Oh no.
Nobody
If
in the
you
picture.
don't, Ramani, please don't do that because Kushal will send you an love and hugging emoji and all if you do like this. You can send no those emojis. What, Ramani? Am I audible?
No, sir. Yeah, you are.
Okay. But you think that is no contract. Okay, now let me tell you the answer. Let's not get it. I play all the small fools in the middle just to make the contract concept interesting. So please don't take it personally. Kushal, Faiza, all of y'all. Yes or no? Got it?
Sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now the answer is what Tanushri said was right. All contracts need not be expressed. There are certain contracts which are understood just by the action or the conduct of the parties. The action or the conduct of the parties itself show that they want to enter into the contract. See here, when Kushal lifted up the bag, he was making an offer that I want to carry your bags. By allowing him and following him silently, Faiza made an acceptance. So there is an implied contract not by words but by actions. I'll give you one or two more examples. Let's say there's a bus which is going from one place to the other. We'll take a Bangalore example. The bus is going from Majestic to Shivaji Nagar. Now Anish gets into the bus. The bus stops over there. Anish gets into the bus from Majestic to Shivaji Nagar. And on the way, as it's nearing Shivaji Nagar, conductor tells Anish, you have to pay me 15 rupees or 20 rupees. And Anish said, who told you? Did I tell you that I want to enter into a contract? Why did you bring your bus here? There is nothing in writing. There is nothing over there. What will the conductor do? He will snap Anish, correct or no? When the bus stood at the bus stand, it was making an offer. When Anish got into the bus, he was making an acceptance. What he was making an
Acceptance.
So there was an implied contract by the action. I'll give you another example. There are certain restaurants in Bangalore which serve buffet lunch. What would serve buffet lunch? Buffet lunch in the sense that this leaf lunch, the lunch which they get in marriages, correct or no? In South Indian marriages, they'll put that banana leaf and you go and sit over there and then they'll start serving
Okay.
you. Have you seen that? All of y'all, many of
Yes,
y'all have seen
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's say, and I'm telling you, this is very true. In Majestic itself, there's a beautiful, fantastic hotel. If you get a chance, go and eat there. It's called Kamath Yatri Nivas. Kamath Yatri Nivas doesn't serve anything else but meals. What it doesn't serve anything else but the
Meals.
meals start from 12 to 3 and then again in the evening from 6 to 9. Nothing else. So you go, there are like at least 100 or 200 chairs and there are benches. You go and sit over there. As soon as the hall fills up, the plantain leaf is kept in front of you. That fellow starts serving. And it's very nice. Even actually, even in MTR, it's like that only. I don't know. There's one beautiful hotel in Bangalore called MTR. Oh, there they don't serve on leaf, they serve it on plates. So there is a meal room. You go there. One is on Lal Bagh. You can try it out. It's a fantastic, but you won't get place because it starts at 12 o'clock and by 11 o'clock only people start. So as soon as you enter the meal room, they'll start putting the plates and without asking you, they'll first serve you grape juice. Then they'll give you one puri. Then they'll give you a dosa. Then they'll give you a one sweet. Then they'll give you puliogra. Then they'll give you one more sweet like that. It's a very extensive meal. If you haven't eaten for 2 days, you can go there. And then at the end of after you have eaten the meal, you get up and you do bakasura. And then they'll ask you to pay 300 rupees. What they'll ask you to pay? Can you tell them who asked you to serve?
No, sir.
What will they make
No,
you?
sir.
Can you tell, no, I didn't ask you, no contract, no agreement, you served me, no, I ate, that's all. They will slap you and they'll take you to the kitchen and make you wash all the vessels. Correct or no?
Yes, sir.
That you sitting over there was making an offer. They serving you or they accepted your offer that you want to eat. So it's an implied contract. What? It's an implied
Contract.
contract. So getting into a bus, getting served meals, a coolie picking up a bag, all these are contracts not entered into by words but by actions. And they are called as implied contracts. What are they called as?
Implied contract.
Okay. This is under section 9. Remember these sections. My suggestion to all of y'all, or whether you're doing it for the first time or the second time, is I've already told the earlier batch to maintain a notebook with the sections, the concept and the case law, or the section, the concept and the example, or the case law. I've given you case laws, but you can write your own example also. Okay. So that will be easy for you to refer at the end. Got it? Don't tell me later on, sir. I don't know, sir. It's so confusing, sir. So many things to remember, sir. Law is like that only. It's a lot of things to remember, but it's very easy. Why is it easy? Because the teacher is very good. Understood? What
Yes,
do you
sir.
say? Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Go to Yashas, go to the other people and all. They sleep off over there in the class. So the JK Shah. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Go to the next topic, Pranav.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Tacit contracts.
Okay. Now let him read tacit contract. Tacit contract is a type of implied contract, but there is something which is a little different, means almost the same, but he'll read it out. I'll tell you.
Yes.
Read out tacit contract.
The word tacit means silent. Tacit contracts are those that are inferred through the conduct of parties without any words spoken or written. A classic example of tacit contract would be when cash is withdrawn by a customer of a bank from the automatic teller machine. Another example of a tacit contract is where a contract is assumed to have been entered when a sale is given effect to at the fall of the hammer in an auction sale. It is not a separate form of contract, but falls within the scope of implied contracts.
Okay, now there is one type of implied contract. I told you implied contracts. I just now gave you example where the conduct of the party or the actions of the party indicate that they want to enter into the contract. Yes or no? All of you all understood that? Now that type of implied contract where one specific action has to be performed to complete the contract is called as a tacit contract. See, you got into the bus and you got out of the bus. There is no separate action. You sat down and you ate. There is no separate action. But if there is one separate action which has to be performed in order for the contract to be completed, which is an implied contract, it is called as a tacit contract. What it is called as a tacit contract. For example, you want to withdraw money from an ATM. Anybody of you all has withdrawn money from an ATM?
Yes, sir.
Who?
Yes,
Sir Anish.
And?
Tanushree, sir.
Okay, both of you all. Okay, Anish, you want to tell me how you withdrew the money? How do you withdraw the money? Tell me the steps.
Sir, I went into the ATM. I
Okay.
took out the card. I put it in the ATM machine. I
Oh,
entered the amount of money I require, and I
very
just
good.
type the pin. I get the money from there.
Excellent. So there were two things which you did. One, there was something required for you to enter the pin. If you wouldn't have entered the pin, would they have given you the money?
no, sir.
No,
No, no,
sir.
sir. You entered the amount and the pin. So there was some last action which you had to perform in order for the money to be withdrawn. PIN stands for personal identification number. Okay. PIN. Okay. So unless you have your M PIN or your debit card PIN, you cannot withdraw the money.
Money.
So that action, oh, this is also implied contract. The action is there, but one separate step had to be performed to withdraw the money. I'll give you another example. Any of you all have gone to these movies in which there is a weighing machine outside? Any of you all have seen? Anybody goes to the movie, you have to stand on the weighing machine.
Yes, sir.
Who's gone? What's her name? Tanushree.
Tanushree, sir.
What happens? You go there, you
You
stand on.
insert a coin, or you stand over it and insert a
Weighing a
coin.
coin. Unless you insert the coin, will the weighing machine give you a weight?
No, sir.
So that is very, very important. So even here, it's an implied contract. The weighing machine is making an offer. If you want your weight, you come. Tanushree stands on the weighing machine and she puts the coin. That putting the coin is an action for the contract to be completed. You're putting a pin in that ATM is an action for you to complete the.
Contract.
So those type of implied contract where there's a last action which has to be performed in order to complete the contract is called as a tacit contract. What it is called as a.
Tacit contract.
Tacit
So,
contract.
so tacit contract is a is a sub or what do you call it? It's a part of the implied contract. What it is a part of the implied contract.
Contract, implied contract.
Understood or no, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. You all are getting it.
Yes,
Good.
sir.
So this is okay. Let's go to the next one, Pranabhai.
Yes, sir. Quasi-contract.
Mm.
A quasi-contract is not an actual contract, but it resembles a contract. It is created by law under certain circumstances. The law creates and enforces legal rights and obligations when no real contract exists. Such obligations are known as quasi-contracts. In other words, it is a contract in which there is no intention on part of either party to make a contract, but law imposes a contract upon the parties.
Okay, now
So in
listen
the
here. Yeah, which example have they given? Just see the example and tell me.
so
Huh?
find of lost goods and tradesman leaves goods at another person's house by mistake.
Okay. Okay, we'll do quasi contracts at a later point in this syllabus when we come to unit 5 or 6, I think so. But for the time being, I'll explain it. See, whenever you see the word quasi means just like. It's not an actual thing. Means you all will study in your second PUC. Some of you all have studying business studies, and then you all will do something called SEBI. Have you all done that? Business finance. Have you all reached that chapter? No. Did you all do it in first PUC or second PUC? Business finance. Second
It was
PUC.
in
It was in
second. You see also, sir.
first PUC only. Okay, I don't. Okay, when you all do this business finance, you all will learn of an organization called SEBI. If you remember SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India.
Yes, sir, for stock exchanges.
Yeah, stock exchange. It regulates all the stock exchanges in India. It's called SEBI,
Yes,
and
sir.
they say it is a quasi judicial authority. Quasi means just like, it's not a court, but it can make judgments. What it can make
Judgments.
that if anybody does any wrongdoing, it can punish them by barring them from the stock exchange, whatever. Now, just see, whenever you hear the word quasi means just like. It's not exactly, but it is just like a contract. In the same way, quasi contract is not an actual contract entered into by two parties, but it is a contract which is imposed on the parties by law. What it is imposed on the parties by law. What do you mean, sir? It's imposed by the parties on law. That means actually both the parties haven't entered into the contract, but they are forced to enter into a contract because of the law. What? Because of law. Let me give you an example. Sana is walking out of her house in Rajajinagar, wherever she stays, and she walks on the road, and her earring falls off. She doesn't notice it. Earrings are very delicate, right? So she has a diamond earring, and it falls from her ear, and she doesn't notice it, and she keeps walking. Ramani is also walking over there. She's in the same block, and she knows Sana, and she sees the earring which has fallen, and she picks up the earring and puts it in her purse. What? She picks up the earring and puts it in her
First.
purse. Faiza sees Ramani doing it. Now, is there any contract between Ramani and Sahana? Actually speaking, have they both entered into a contract with each other? No. But the court will put a contract, quasi contract on Ramani, where she has to take care of the earring and return the earring back to Sahana. What? You return the earring back to? Ramani
Sahana.
can't go home and say, oh, I found something, my lucky day. Now, that diamond earring might be 25,000. Who knows? It might be a real diamond or a sapphire or something like that. Correct or no? Now, as the law tells you, you cannot make profit at the expense of somebody else. The finder of lost goods is in a quasi contract with the person who has lost the goods, where he has to return the goods back to the actual owner. What? He has to return the goods back to the actual owner. This is called a quasi contract. What it is called? A quasi contract. Let me give you one more example. Sahana places an order in Swiggy, or in what is it called? Blinkit. Blinkit, no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Places an order on Blinkit for 5 Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolates. Very good. And the Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate, that Blinkit fellow, instead of giving it in Sahana's house, he gives it in Ramani's house because Ramani is her neighbor. Now, can Ramani tell, oh, he delivered it wrong, it's not my problem, let me eat off the chocolates? Ramani calls all her best friends from Ames. Who are your friends in Ames, Ramani? Who are your classmates? What are their names? Anybody in class?
Sir, they are your students too,
Uh,
sir.
huh?
They are your students too.
What are their names?
Likita, Sahana, the
Likita.
inter students.
Inter, so she
Hmm.
calls all this Likita, Sana and all, and she says, today I got a jackpot. That Blinkit fellow gave me 5 dairy milk. All of you eat it and let's enjoy. Can she eat up the chocolates like that? Or is she under a contractual obligation to return the goods to her neighbor Sana? She is under a contractual obligation. This is called a quasi contract. What this is called a where if the goods are delivered by mistake, you have to deliver the goods back to the original owner or to the original. Did you all understand this? Yes or no? Guys?
Yes.
Am I,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
guys, make some noise because I can't see, so I can't see your face. Like at least you tell Pranav yes, sir, or Sana, you say yes, ma'am, sir, so that I know that I'm still connected. Okay?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, so this is nothing but your quasi contracts. You'll understand. We'll do quasi contracts a little later. There are some 5 ways of entering into quasi contract. That's quite a long thing, but that's later part. So I'll just come back now. I'll close the windows doors, put on the light, and come back. So just take a 2 minute break, and we'll be back. Is that okay with you all? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Fine.
Yes.
Okay. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Started raining very heavily outside my house. Okay. Let's move on to the next type
Yes,
of
sir.
one.
E-contracts. When a contract is entered into by two or more parties using electronics means, such as emails, is known as e-commerce contracts. In electronic commerce, different parties, persons create networks which are linked to other networks using ED1, electronic data interchange. This helps in doing business transaction using electronic mode. These are
EDI,
known as
okay, that is not ED1, that's EDI.
yeah, okay.
Okay, now let's explain this. What are e-contracts? E, as you know, is electronic. What it is known as electronic. Just 1 minute. I'm getting a call. Just 1 minute. I'll explain. Okay, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh God, it's raining, so the water came inside the house. So that's okay. So e-contracts are contracts which take place on the electronic platform. What are the electronic platforms? Amazon.in, Flipkart. You go electronically on the website, you place an order, say per buy now, give your address, make the payment. All that becomes what it would e. So
Contract.
anything. It can be
Contract.
on. It can be on your mobile app. Wait, just let me regain my breath. I came running on top. Okay. So it can be a mobile app. You're booking an Uber or a Rapido, or you might buying something on Flipkart or Amazon. Or it also maybe you send an email to some buyer and you say, I want to buy this goods, and he sends it. So where you're not physically meeting the person, but you're entering into an agreement with them electronically is called as an electronic contract. What is it called? Yeah. You go to the next one. The exchange which takes place between you and the other person, the seller and the buyer, or whoever are two parties entering into the contract, is called electronic data interchange. Understand? EDI. What it is called?
EDI.
Understood?
EDI.
Yeah.
So can you repeat?
That they've told no that the data transfers. No, you gave your data, your address, what you wanted to buy, and they gave you a confirmation. That entire data which interchange with each other is called EDI. He read no? You read no EDI? Just read it again. That line.
Yes, which are linked to other networks through EDI, electronic data interchange.
So electronic data interchange. Your data went electronically to the Amazon. Amazon gave you the voucher and the confirmation. That is an electronic data interchange. What it is called? Electronic data interchange.
Interchange.
Understood?
Interchange.
Okay. Go to the next one.
Sir, formation is done.
That's okay. Okay. On the base of formation, what did we have? We had express contracts, implied contracts, tacit contracts, quasi contracts, and
E-contracts.
e-contracts. Okay. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the next category. Okay.
The next is on the basis of performance of contract.
Okay. Now I know all of
Ex-
you all now after 3 classes only the general tendencies are what sort of questions will come, how will we answer. Don't worry, all of that will be discussed with you all properly, how to write an answer, how to handle a case. So don't start panicking now itself, okay? That's a very normal thing to happen after the first 2 3 classes. Your business law is just like a business studies. How you study business studies, no, for your second PUC. Same thing. Correct? In this is a theory subject, in that is a theory subject. There also you have to write points, here also you have to write points. So just like how you study business studies, the same way in which you will study mercantile law or business law. Might be you'll have to remember a little more here and there. That I'll tell you how to do. How to write the answer and all, I'll tell you. How to write an opening body conclusion, how to write the concept of the case, facts of the case. But don't get panicky. Correct or no? Because there's a general tendency after the third or fourth class for people to start thinking, sir, but what will come in the exam? It will come. Whatever has to come will come, and whatever which will come in the exam, we will discuss it in quite a lot of detail. So by the time you write the exam, you'll be perfect in whatever I've told you. Got it or no? Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Hello, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, excuse. What's your name?
Adrat, sir.
Spell it out.
ADRUTH.
Tell me.
ಸರ್ ಇದು ಇವಾಗ ಇದನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾ ಸರ್? ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಬರ್ಕೊಬೇಕಾ?
Who's master, Pranav?
Sir, he's saying write it down, whatever you mean.
No, he's telling something is marked over there on the textbook on the.
Yeah.
Where is it marked?
Sir, I mean, should I write this down? What is on the screen?
No. You don't have to write. The textbook is there with you, no? You have the
No,
study
sir.
material. He sent you the unit, no? You told Pranav,
Sir,
he
it's
sent you
there
the
on.
group.
Yeah, sir, it's there on WhatsApp, but after some time, you will also get a study material from ICAI.
You will get
Okay.
a
Thank you,
study
sir.
from ICAI. You will get the, and now also if you want to download, if you have registered, you can download the material. No, from
Yeah.
search on Google ICAI Mercantile Law CA Foundation material, chapter by chapter, everything you can download. Understood?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, don't worry.
Okay,
All
sir.
material will be given to you. Correct or no?
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
And you sent on WhatsApp. You didn't see that, Adrut?
Sir, from past 2 days, my phone has been hanged and all my contacts has been removed. So that's the reason I could not utilize that. So that's the reason.
Okay, no problem, no problem. You rejoin the group. You send it to him again, Pranav.
Yes, sir.
He'll send it to you. Don't worry.
Thank you, sir.
But how you logged in now when it was hanged?
Sir, I logged in. I had the synced account and I just logged in today. So the group is there, but no documents are available on that group.
No documents are available, Pranav.
Yeah, sir. Only the group is there, just there. Yeah.
You see the previous mails.
I'll ask Subik Shaka to send it again.
Okay, Subik Shaka is there, no?
Yeah.
He'll send it to you. Don't worry, Adrut.
Thank you,
Only
sir.
yeah. Okay.
Sir, is it the same material of caps? What are you displaying on the screen? Was
This
it
is
the
not
same
CAPS
material?
material. This is ICA material.
Oh, okay.
I
Because
am teaching you right from ICA. I'm not giving you separate material.
yeah, because there's no examples in ICA materials.
Who told you?
No,
He's
no, no.
reading out
I got the book. So
Is it? This is ICA
no, I
material
got
only, no?
no,
Which
sir.
material have you got?
Caps material.
Yes, sir, there are no examples in the CAPS material.
In the CAPS
No,
material, you
sir.
leave. Don't study CAPS material. Study ICA material. Understood? Study the material which is there from in ICA material. Understood or no?
Okay,
CAPS
sir.
material is for you to study at the end, for you to fast. When I've told you all the examples, when you want to go in a hurry, right? But now we are doing it right from the textbook, no? So that every point is covered, you don't miss out anything. Correct?
Okay.
Understood? Got it?
Okay.
So for
Yeah.
you, the main thing is your ICA material. Everything comes from the ICA material. Correct or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what Pranav is displaying to you all is the ICA material. CAPS material is a material which is a shortened material for you to refer just before your exam. Got it or no? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Understood?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Always, one more thing I want to tell you all. CAPS will give you all material. They'll give you all economics material also and all that. But I always suggest that always read the institute material and then read the CAPS material. Correct or no? So that you have a broader understanding and then you come down to the main understanding. Got it or no?
Yes, sir.
Economics is giving separate
Yes.
material, Pranav.
Yes, sir. Yeah, she's teaching from slides.
Okay, but you have to go through the ICA material. No, you can't just simply go and write the exam through slides. No.
No, yeah, but yeah.
Ma'am will be teaching you through slides. You
Yeah,
learn
she
only
teaches us through slides, but yeah,
but,
we have to
yeah,
learn
but you
from.
have to learn the material only. If you only read the slides and write it down, then when we were small, we used to go that slide, from top to down.
Yeah,
We'll
sir.
go.
Yeah, sir.
Like that only will happen for you in exam also. Straight from top, you'll go
Okay,
down.
sir. Okay,
Understand?
sir.
Only if you study from slide. Correct or no?
Okay.
You'll go slippery slide. What is that slide, no? Correct?
Yes, sir.
Not Sana, you went on a slide in your life?
Yes, sir. When I was young, not now.
Yeah, now, so that's why if you study only from slides, what will happen? You go like that. Understand? So study from the textbook. Understood? Get the habit of studying from the textbook, from the material. Don't do the shortcuts in life, especially in CA. Understood? In
Yes.
Okay.
PUC, Okay, now let's go to the next one, Pranav.
Yes, sir. On the basis of performance of contract, executed contract. The consideration in a given contract should be an act or forbearance. When the act is done or executed, or the forbearance is brought on record, then the contract is an executed contract. Then they've given an example of a grocer selling sugar.
Okay, now listen here. There are two, on the basis of performance, you have executed contract and executory contract. What you have, executed contracts and executory.
Contracts.
Executed contract basically means when both the parties who have entered into the contract have completed their duties or obligations. Another word for duty is obligation. What it is called? Obligation. Adrut went into a shop. He wanted to buy 5 kgs of rice. The shopkeeper is Anish. So Anish says, Anish, I want 5 kgs of basmati rice. Anish says, yeah, 1 kg is 200 rupees. You please give me 1000 rupees. I'll give you 5 kgs. Now, Adrut gives the 1000 rupees, 500 rupee notes, and Anish packs the rice and gives it to him. Both of them have completed their duty. Adrut has given the money. Anish has given the rice. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
This is an executed contract where both the parties have completed their duties. You booked a ride on Uber. The Uber fellow came. You got into the car. You went, you reached the destination. You paid him the money over there, cash. You completed your duty, he completed his duty. It is an executed contract. What it is, an executed contract. So when both the parties to the contract have done their duties or obligations regarding the contract, it is called an executed contract. There is another type of contract which is called executory contract. What it is called? Executory
Contract.
where both the parties or any one of the parties has not yet completed his duty or obligation to complete the contract. It is called an executory contract. One person has done his duty or both the persons have not done their duty. Either one has not done the duty or both of them have not done their duty. It is called an executory contract. Let me give you an example. You booked, let's say Ramani booked, she wanted to buy some sandals for herself. So she went to Amazon and she booked one sandal for 1000 rupees. And they said, and she booked cash on delivery. What she said, cash on delivery. And they told the sandals will come on 5th September. What will come on 5th?
September.
September.
Now, they both have entered into contract. Amazon and Ramani have entered into a contract. But neither Amazon has delivered the sandals nor Ramani has paid the money. Right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
In this case, it is an executory contract. Correct? Now, it can also be that Ramani has paid the 1000 rupees online through her debit card, but the sandals have not yet been delivered. Even then, it will be called an executory contract because one of the parties has still not completed the
Obligation.
obligation. Now, when both the parties have still to complete their obligation, those type of executory contracts where Ramani still has to pay 1000 rupees, Amazon still has to deliver the sandal, it is called a bilateral contract. What it is called? A bilateral. So executory contracts are of two types, bilateral and unilateral. Bilateral is where both the parties have not yet completed their duties relating to the contract. Unilateral is where one party has completed his duty, but the other party has not completed his duty. So when Ramani has to still pay 1000 rupees and Amazon has to still deliver the sandals, it becomes a bilateral executory contract. Ramani has paid the money, but Amazon has to still deliver the goods. It is called as a unilateral executory contract. What it is called as a unilateral executory
Contract.
so basically, an executory contract is a contract where either both the parties or any one of the parties has not fulfilled his duty or obligation and has to still fulfill the obligation or duty relating to the contract. It is called as an executory contract. Where both the parties still have to do the duty, bilateral. Where any one of the parties has to do the duty, it is called a unilateral. What it is called as a
Unilateral.
unilateral. Did you all understand this, all of you all?
Yes, sir.
Correct or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Sir,
Pranav?
execute.
Executory contract, right? Just read one or two lines and then bilateral, and then we'll move on to the next one.
In an executory contract, the consideration is reciprocal promise or obligation. Such consideration is to be performed in future only, and
In future.
therefore, these contracts are described as executory contracts. So
Then they are
that's it.
described in future. So I told you in
Yeah.
future, right? But she has to still pay the money. They have to deliver the sandal, or she has to get the sandal, and if she's paid the money, it is called as unilateral and bilateral. You all understood unilateral and bilateral executory contracts? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good.
So next is unilateral and bilateral.
You can read that. See, these are, I explained it together so that you all understand it clearly. Go read it.
Unilateral or bilateral are kinds of executory contracts and are not separate kinds. Unilateral contract. Unilateral contract is a one-sided contract in which one party has performed his duty or obligation and the other party's obligation is outstanding.
Outstanding means still has to be done. Amazon still has to deliver the goods, correct or no? Got it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, a boy gets lost, M advertises for someone to find him.
Not rubbish. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, what sort of example is this?
Sir,
Unilateral.
yeah, for unilateral.
Read M.
M advertises payment of award rupees 50,000 to anyone who finds his missing boy and brings him. As soon as B traces the boy, there comes into existence an executed contract because B has performed a share of obligation and it remains for M to pay the amount of reward to B.
Okay. So that is okay. Basically, they're telling one person has done his duty, the other person still has to do the duty. Correct or no? You understood
Yes,
that example? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
bilateral contract. A
Bilateral.
bilateral contract is one where the obligation or promise is outstanding on the part of both the parties.
Both the parties.
So then there's an example.
What's the example?
A promises to sell his plot to B for rupees 10 lakhs cash down, but B only pays 2,50,000 as earnest money and promises to pay the balance on next Sunday. On the other hand, A gets possession of plot to B and promises to execute a sale deed on receipt of the whole amount.
So that's so both of them have not done their duties, right? Or they've partly done their duty, or they've partly done their duty. But they've not done their full duty. It becomes an bilateral executory contract. Okay. So executory are of two types, bilateral and unilateral. Correct, or no? The word bi simply means two. That's why I said bicycle, two wheels, binoculars. You have those two things, no, from which you see. Correct, or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, who's this?
I had a doubt, Sahana.
Tell.
Sir, in that example of unilateral contract, there's a sentence, there comes into existence an executed contract. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, executed basically means an executory contract is partly executed and partly executed.
Okay.
It's executed on one part, but it's not executed on the
Other part.
but
Yes.
then it is called. So when it's partly executed and partly executory, it's unilateral. When it's completely executory, it is a bilateral. Understood?
Yes, sir. Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Darshan Hegde is there, right? No. He used to also ask doubts, no? Last time, Sana.
Yes, sir.
He's not come, no? Class.
He's
No,
September.
Huh?
He's September.
You should
He's
have
writing.
seen. In life, I did a big mistake. You know what? I gave my email ID, remember?
Yes, sir.
He sends me every day one email with some 4-5 doubts. And I have to keep answering that. It's easy to tell on the phone, but try typing out all those answers, no. Baba.
Yes, sir.
Amazing doubt, Sheila. I'll send you that emails. Every day one email will come. First I thought, sir, the first and the subject of the emails are also very interesting. Need your guidance. Help required. I thought like when girl is asking me for help and all, no, when we are understood.
Yes, sir.
Then I opened it means all these strange doubts will come. Correct or no? Okay. Anyway, those are very interesting emails. I'm storing them. Hmm. So what is the sound came? Darshana.
No, sir.
Darshan's brother is there.
I don't know about that, sir.
Okay. Hey, who is making these stupid sounds? Somebody has some stomach problem or what? Pom 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 sound is coming. What, Anish?
Sir, not me, sir.
Not you, huh? Okay. Somebody else has stomach problem. Huh? Okay. Let's go to the next one. What, Faiza? You become very quiet.
Yes, sir. I had a
Listen,
child came to me asking doubts of subtraction, so I was like explaining her.
who was asking you doubts?
I have a neighbor. She's second standard right now.
She's asking you doubts. So you will clear her doubts and you will fail in that business law. You will not paying attention to me.
I am paying attention, sir.
Both you'll do. Two things you can't do one time. You tell her you come at 7 o'clock, 7 to 7:15. I'll clear your doubts.
Okay, sir.
Understand? You should not do two things at the same time because she will pass and you will fail. So you have to pay attention. Correct or no?
Okay.
Understood, Faisal? No.
Understood. Understood.
Tell her, please go. Correct or no?
Yes.
Afterwards, come at 7 o'clock. I will clear all your doubts. In 15 minutes, you clear her doubts. Then sit for anytime you do two things at the same time, nothing will happen. Understand?
Yes, sir.
You'll be seeing mobile also and you'll be studying also. One side you'll see a reel, one side you'll study means how it will be possible? Is it possible?
Yes.
I've seen students doing like that, no? One line they'll read here, then one line they'll see mobile. Oh, no, don't do all that. I'm telling you, it's very dangerous. It's very one thing at one time. Even if you're doing it for 10 minutes, do it to concentrate at one thing at one time. Studying, study, play. Okay, go to the next one.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Types of
So,
contracts done. Now,
done.
proposal.
Okay. Now, remember this unit one has two parts to it. One was essence, what is a contract? Remember, we understood what is a contract, what is an agreement, what is a promise. We've understood types of contracts, essentials of a valid contract. Now, when I did with you essentials of a valid contract, we did the first essential of a valid contract was what? Offer and acceptance. What it was called, offer and
Acceptance.
or agreement. So now we are going to discuss each of those essentials of a valid contract in detail. Offer and acceptance, consideration, capacity to contract, uh, pre-consent, all of them we are going to do in detail. So now let's start with the first essential of a valid contract, which is offer and acceptance. We'll discuss offer first and then we'll do acceptance. Okay, please read, Pranav.
Definition of offer or proposal. Section 2A of the Indian Contract Act 1872 says, when one person signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing anything with a view to obtaining the assent of that other to such act or abstinence, he is said to make a proposal.
Now listen here, the words over here are a little difficult, but you have no other option. You have to memorize it. What you have to? When one person signifies to another his willingness to do something or abstain from doing something. Just 1 minute, just 1 minute. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, Pranav. And all of you. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when one person signifies to another, look at the definition. It looks a little difficult, but you'll have to memorize the definition as I told you. According to section 2A, when one person signifies to another his willingness to do something or abstain from doing something with a view of obtaining the assent of such party, by such act or abstinence, it is called as an offer. What do you mean by this? It sounds a little complicated. When one person, let's say one person is Anish. Now, Anish goes to a shop. Anish wants to buy some shoes. And he goes, and the owner of the shop, who is the owner of the shop? Adrut is the owner of the shop. Now, Anish likes one pair of shoes. It's one black color formal shoes. What is one black color formal shoes? Now, Anish takes those black color formal shoes and he goes to the owner and he says, "Sir, I want to buy these shoes for rupees 1,000." He's willing to do something. What is he willing to do? He's willing to
To
pay
buy.
rupees 1,000 and buy the shoes.
Buy
Now,
the shoes.
this is an offer. When one person signifies to another his willingness to do something. Here, his willingness to do something is buy the shoes or pay rupees
1,000.
Correct or no?
Yes, sir.
It may not be a willingness to do something. Or, for example, let's say uh, Pranav goes to Amit's house and says, "Amit, I will paint your house if you give me 50,000 rupees." He's willing to do something. What is he willing to do? He's willing to paint the house. What is willing to paint
Paint.
the. Now, this is an offer. When one person signifies to another his willingness to do something. It also may be that the person is willing to abstain from doing something. If you see the definition, abstain from doing something basically means I will not do something. What I will not do? What do you mean I will not do something? Basically, I will abstain from doing something. Just hold on. Somebody rang the bell. Just hold on. Am I audible and visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now Pranav has a tenant, Amit. Amit hasn't paid the rent for 3 months. What hasn't paid the rent for? 3 months. Let's say the rent is 10,000 per month. So how much Amit has to pay, Pranav? 30,000. What he has to pay? 30. Pranav goes to Amit and tells, "Amit, if you pay me 30,000 rupees plus 2,000 as penalty, 32,000, I will not file a case against you in the court." What, I'll not file a case against you in the.
Good.
Now he is giving an offer, I will not do something. So offer may be to do something. It may be not to do something. What it may be? So here Pranav is not going to do something. What he's not going to do? I will not file a case in the court if you pay me rupees
1,000.
So even this is an offer. So either you're willing to do something. Anish told, I will pay you rupees 1,000 if you give me the shoes. He's willing to do something, buy the shoes. I'm willing to pay, I'm willing to paint your house if you give me 50,000 rupees. Willing to do something. I will not file a case in the court if you pay me 32,000. That is an offer where a person is signifying to another, I will not do something. What did I will not do?
Something.
Something. Okay. Now let's say Kushal goes to tell some name, no? Tell some Sana, tell any name.
Ha, sir, 1 second. Shravan Hegde.
Now Shravan Hegde has started one Chandrasekhar Shetty sir does know that Pan Bira shop, right? What he tells, he talks of Pan Bira and all, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So Shravan has started one Pan Bira shop, Shravan Pan Bira shop, correct or no? Where he makes Pan Bira. Now Kushal also wants to start a shop over there only. Kushal Pan Bira, Pune special Pan Bira shop, correct or no? Pune Pan, correct? Kushal, you eat Pan?
Occasionally, sir.
Occasionally, yeah? You like? Okay. Now Shravan. Now Shravan goes to Kushal and he tells, or Kushal comes to know that Shravan is very upset. Oh, if Kushal starts a pan shop near mine, then people will go to him also. So Kushal goes to Shravan and says, see, I will not start a pawn shop near your house or near your shop if you pay me 1 lakh rupees. What if you pay me?
1 lakh rupees.
So he's saying, I will not do something. What I will not do?
Something.
So a willingness to do something or abstain from doing something. Abstain means not doing something. So 2 examples I gave you for doing something and 2 examples I gave you for not doing something. Whenever an offer is made where you're willing to do something, it's called a positive offer. What it is called? A
Positive offer.
when you're willing not to do something, I will not file a case against you if you pay me 32,000. I will not start a shop near your shop if you pay me 1 lakh. That is called a negative offer. What it is called? A
Negative.
understood? Positive, negative offer. Understood? Okay. So willingness to do something or abstain from doing something with a view of obtaining the assent means obtaining the acceptance. What obtaining the acceptance? Why is Kushal telling this? So that Shravan says yes, right? Why is Pranav telling him, I will not file a case? So that Amit says yes. Why is Anish telling the shopkeeper that I will pay you 1,000 rupees? Because he wants him to say yes. So all offers are made with a view of obtaining the assent. That means we want you to tell yes. What we want you to tell? Yes. Understood or no? Correct?
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir. So next is essentials of a proposal.
Yeah. Okay, now we are going to do, that's all. There was anything else in that definition after that analysis or something? No.
Nothing, sir, just the definition.
Okay. Now see, just like there are essentials for a valid contract. Remember we did under section 10, not under section 10, 5 and 6, totally level essentials, right? Correct? All of you all remember?
Yes, sir.
In the same way, there are essentials of a valid proposal. Offer is also called proposal. What offer is also called as? Proposal. Correct or no? Acceptance is also called assent. Okay. So there are 2 words for the same thing. So if they ask you define proposal or define offer, it means the same thing. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let's go to the essentials of a valid proposal.
Yes, sir. The person making the proposal or offer is called the promiser or offerer. The person to whom the offer is made is called the offeree, and the person accepting the offer is called the promisee or the acceptor.
Okay, now also remember this. See, when Anish told the shopkeeper, I want to buy something, who's making the proposal? Anish. Anish is called the proposer. What is called the proposer or offerer? What is called the proposer or Offerer.
Offerer.
To whom is he making the offer? To the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper is called the offeree. What is called the offeree or the proposee? What is called the offeree or the proposee? When the shopkeeper says okay, he becomes the acceptor. What he becomes? The acceptor.
Acceptor.
Okay. So there are three names for the offerer: offerer, proposer, promiser. What officer of offerer, proposer, and promiser. So Anish is telling, I will pay 1,000 rupees and buy the shoes. He's the offerer. He's also called the proposer. He's also called the promiser. What is also called the
Promiser.
Promise.
that fellow says to whom he's making the offer? The shopkeeper. Shopkeeper is also called the offeree, proposee, promisee. You'll keep hearing the words promiser and promisee throughout this chapter. Promiser is the person who makes the offer. Promisee is the person to whom the offer is made. What promisee is the person to whom the offer is made. And when the promisee accepts the offer, he becomes an acceptor. What he becomes an
Acceptor.
understood, all of you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So essential. Okay, second one. For a valid offer, the
Hey,
party
wait.
making
What was the first point?
sir of person making the proposal or offer is called promiser or offer. That only.
Second.
Second one. For a valid offer, the party making it must express his willingness to do or not to do something. There must be an expression of willingness to do or not to do some act by the offerer.
I already told you, willingness to pay money, or willingness to paint the house, or willingness not to file a case, willingness not to set up a new shop. Either you're willing to do something or you're not willing to do something. Correct or no?
Yes, sir.
Third one. The willingness must be expressed with a view to obtain the assent of the other party to whom the offer is made.
Why are you making the offer? So that the other person agrees to the offer. What he agrees to the offer. Assent means you are making the offer so that that person agrees to the offer. So that he agrees to the offer. Understood or no?
Yes,
So
sir.
there's an example there.
Right.
Sir, it's of marriage.
I didn't understand. Read the example.
Where A tells B that he desires to marry by the end of 2022, it does not constitute an offer of marriage by A to B. Therefore, to constitute a valid offer, expression of willingness must be made to obtain the assent, acceptance of the other. Thus, if in the above example, if A further adds, will you marry me, it will constitute an offer.
Correct. So remember that offer must be specific. It should be directed towards a person. It just cannot be a general statement. What it just cannot be a. If it's a general statement, it's not. Pranav tells Amit, I want to buy a car by end of 2025. It's not an offer. But if he says, Amit, I want to buy your car for rupees 2 lakhs, then it becomes
Offer.
an offer. You are expressing the willingness to do something. What the willingness to do something with that person. Because remember, contract is between two persons. What contract is between two
Persons.
persons. So there has to be a willingness to do something. What is the willingness to
Do something.
Yes or no? You understood, Ramani?
Yes, sir. Got it.
So I'll tell you one story. I told it in the previous batch, but I'll tell you. There was one boy in my college, when I was studying BCom, and he fell in love with a girl. Ramani, you're a Tamilian, no?
Sorry?
You're a Tamilian, right? Tamilian. You're a Tamilian, Telugu, Kannadiga. What are you?
Oh, Tamilian. No, I'm not a Tamilian.
Then what are
Right.
you?
I heard it chameleon.
No,
No, I'm not a Tamilian.
Then what
I'm
are you?
Kannadiga.
Kannadiga. Okay. So I thought because there was this boy, he was a Tamilian only. Okay, so he went to this girl. And you know how he proposed to her? He used to play chess with that girl. That girl also was very good at chess. So they used to play chess together and they played chess together and they fell in love with each other. Means he fell in love with her at least, and she also started liking him. After playing chess, they used to go to the canteen. We used to have a college canteen. What we used to have a college?
Canteen.
Canteen.
Then he bought her. They both ordered for one dosa. Then he sat over there for dosa, and then after as he was eating the dosa, he looked at her and he said, "Can I have breakfast with you for the rest of my life? What can I have?"
Breakfast with you for my rest of the life.
Of my life. Indirectly, what he was telling her. You wanted to
I,
propose. Correct or
yeah,
no?
you wanted
So,
her
so that is called proposal. What it is called as?
proposal.
Understood. Okay, we'll continue in the next class. Think over it and we will discuss about it later. Domini is feeling so happy. Correct or no?
About what, sir? About what?
About the boy. About the Okay. Oh, all of y'all, Faiza, you start teaching second standard mathematics now. Correct? We will continue in the next class. What we'll continue in the next class.
Next class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
Very good
evening.
evening. Okay. All good? Great.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's move on to the second chapter that's about the consumer behavior. And the second chapter has 3 modules. One talks about demand, one module talks about the utility concept, and the third module talks about the supply. We will go through that one by one. Very, very important module from the examination point of view for sure. Okay, so give me a second. So unit 2 is all about theory of demand and supply. I mean the chapter 2, and unit 1 is about law of demand and elasticity of demand. Okay? Before we move on to the law of demand, let's understand what demand is. So in a layman terms, in a common man terms, demand is what? What do you mean by demand?
The requirement.
Yes, something that you need, something that you require. So you call it as demand, right? But in economics, demand is not mere want. Demand is not just your wish. Okay, I wish to buy this. I wish I could go to vacation. I wish I can I can see this movie. So that is not demand in economics. That is just a wish. That is just a want. That is okay. So it is not even a requirement. Okay, in a layman terms, as you rightly said, it is about requirement. What is that we need? But in economics, call it as demand, 3 conditions should be fulfilled. One is desire to buy, second one is ability to buy, third one is willingness to buy at a prevailing price. Okay, 3 things. One, desire to buy, second one is ability to buy, third one is willingness to buy
Willingness to
at a
buy.
prevailing price. If you're not talking to me, please mute yourself. So what does that mean? See, to call it as demand, first of all you should have a inclination towards that product. Okay, see, for example, um if okay, whatever may be the price of a product, okay, first of all you need to have an preference or taste to buy the product. For example, Wrangler jeans, so, or a Levi's jeans. The Levi's jeans, I might get it for 500 rupees, and if I go and give it to the elder generation of my family, okay, do you think that they will enjoy that product? They desire
Oh,
that product?
ma'am.
Definitely not, right? Because I mean, if I give them the jeans, they will use it, they will tear it apart, and they will use it to clean the kitchen slab. That's it, right? So they don't have a desire to buy jeans. So whatever may be the price of KFC chicken burger or Suguna chicken, for a vegetarian and vegan, it has no preference, right? So first of all, to demand something, you have to have a desire for a product, right? To demand something, you have to have a desire for a product. Okay, so let's say t-shirt, because that's unisex one, right? Girls, boys, everybody wear. So t-shirt, you have a desire to buy a t-shirt. That then first condition is fulfilled. Second one, you should also have an ability to buy. right? So what was that? Okay, there's a brand called Armani. There are many such thing. Okay, there's Armani Exchange. Okay, that's one brand, and one shirt costs only 14,000 rupees. You might have a desire to buy, but do you have an ability to buy? That also need to be checked. Okay, if your parents have given you 1,000 rupees and asked you to buy a t-shirt, because decent t-shirt comes within 1,000 rupees, for 800 900 you get a t-shirt. Okay, so let's say that parents have given you 1,000 rupees and asked you to buy a t-shirt. Can you buy Armani Exchange t-shirt even if you desire it? No, because we do not have the ability to buy, right? So, first is desire to buy, second one is ability to buy, and the third one is willingness to buy at a prevailing price. So you might even have an ability to buy also. Let's say that you have 15,000 rupees in your bank account. It means that you have an ability to buy the Armani Exchange t-shirt. But are you ready to buy a t-shirt of 15,000 rupees?
No, ma'am.
I don't know about others. I can't even think of it. Irrespective of the money that I have, the profile, foreign this stock profile that I have built, irrespective of that, 15,000 rupees I cannot give it on any piece of cloth. Okay, any piece of cloth, even the silk saris, I am not paying so much. Okay, if I'm not using it 15 times, why would I pay 15,000 rupees sari? My economics understanding, my psychology of money doesn't allow me to do that. Okay, with spending, I'm very clear about it. And my heart, when people pay, people buy saris in EMIs, do you know that? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know there is a brand called, I mean, I'm sure if the Kannadigas will know it, the Mysore silk, pure Mysore silk, KSIC silk. That
Yes, ma'am.
starting price is somewhere around 20,000, and people buy saris worth rupees 48,000, 50,000, 60,000 in the name of festival, this, that, and all. If you have money, you spend it. I have no issue about it. If you have money, you spend it. But there are people who buy it in EMI, right? Because they like it so much. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that even if you have money, sometimes you're not ready to pay that much of money to a particular product, then the demand doesn't arise. So the third point is willingness to buy at an existing price. Whatever price that they are charging on a product, you should be ready to buy that. Then the demand arises. Are you able to understand? Are you able
Yes,
to
ma'am.
understand? So,
Yes, ma'am.
so we call it demand when all the three conditions are fulfilled. One is desire to buy, ability to buy, willingness to buy at an existing price. When all these three conditions are fulfilled, what do you do next?
Buy it.
You buy it. That is demand. So in a newspaper, when it comes that in the first quarter of 2025, the demand for electric vehicle has increased. That doesn't mean that people wishing to buy has increased. It means that people who have purchased electric cars have increased, right? During the COVID period, demand for masks and sanitizer increased doesn't mean that people are willing to buy has increased. Actually, people
Had
purchased these goods
purchased
have increased. So demand is not just mere want, it's not just a wish, it is purchasing of the product. Am I clear to you?
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you able to understand?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now, please go through this slide. If you want some important concepts, you can take a point of it. Go through the slide. So the concept of demand refers to the quantity of goods and services that consumers are willing and able to purchase at various prices during a given period of time. And these are the prerequisites of demand: desire to buy, ability to buy, willingness to buy at prevailing price. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, determinants of demand. Look at this. Okay. I think you can write it down. You can write down these determinants. Because these are important concepts.
Ma'am, just as a point, or will you give the definitions of it?
Just a point, just a point. So that when I do the explanation, you can write, you know, in front of that or in between the lines. So you can write down some examples and all. Then it would be easier for you to remember. So whenever I ask you to write down the point, you leave some space between the points, okay? So that when we explain things, when we discuss the things, I think you should be able to take down the important points. Have you taken down all the 4 points?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I move on to the next slide? Because I want you to take down the other points also. There are few more.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I'll come back to this. Okay. Yes. Take down this. For each point, give a space. Okay.
I'm done, ma'am.
Next slide. Take down this also. Done? Okay. Shall we move on to these determinants of demand?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I think I will stop sharing the screen because you have already written it down. I think we can directly discuss one after the other. Okay. So the first one is about the price of
Price
the
of
commodity.
Or
Okay,
commodity.
price of the commodity. So obviously the demand for goods depend upon price of the commodity. Yes or no? When you go to buy a product, what is that the first thing you ask for?
price itself,
What's
ma'am.
the
Price,
price?
right? So that you will know whether you can afford it or not. Right? So the price of a commodity. If the price of a commodity is more, the demand will be less. If the price of a commodity is less, demand will be more. That's how we will, we end up buying. Okay. I always say that no matter what, how much money I earn, no matter what is the bank balance I have, but my heart bleeds when I have to pay 700 rupees or 550 rupees for bucket of popcorn in PVR. Why should we buy bucket of popcorn first of all? And see, for me, popcorn is something you pay 50 rupees in Basungudi Kadlekai Parshe or in some street shop for 50 rupees is okay enough. That's what the popcorn is worth of. So you make it chocolate popcorn, caramel popcorn, salted, peri peri, whatever you give different flavor to it and ask for 700 rupees, 600 rupees for bucket of popcorn. Don't you think it is too much? I mean, I feel so. Maybe your generation is okay with it. Okay, it depends. But so the demand always depends on the price of a product. Second one,
Consumers'
Consume.
expectations.
yes, consumers' expectations. If consumers' expectations from the good is very high, then the demand will also be high. Okay, when you see a trailer, so from so, okay, if your expectations are high, okay, then if when the trailer comes out, many people expected that to be a good movie and they started going to the movie, and movie for many of them they really liked it, so the demand for that movie ticket increased, right? So when the expectation from the product is high, your demand will also be high. When the expectation from the product is low, the demand will also be low.
Low.
Okay. Next.
Price of related commodities.
Yes. This is very, very important. Please do understand that when we are trying to buy a product, we are not only looking at the price of that particular commodity, we also look into the price of the related goods. Okay, see, for example, if you go to a car showroom to buy a car, will you only think about the price of the car or do you also consider some other things?
And we consider,
Yes, ma'am. We consider other
we
things, ma'am.
compare.
Yeah, one thing, you compare the price of this car with the other price of other cars. Not only that, there are some related commodities with the car, which you also the price of those commodities will also you will consider. Can you think of few?
The number
Petrol.
to take.
Pardon me?
Petrol.
Petrol, fuel price, of course. So most of the people, nowadays are going, if especially if it is a second car in the house, they go for electric car because of the increased fuel price, right? Okay,
Yes.
so you are looking to the fuel price. Then,
Maintenance.
yes, very good. Maintenance, right? See why Suzuki is the favorite of most of the Indians, because of the low maintenance cost and availability of the service center even in the smallest town in the country, right? Both are maintenance is easier and cheaper. Very good. Then, one last.
The power.
Repairs. Repairs.
Service cost. Maintenance, it's a part of that, but yeah, the service cost. Okay. Then insurance. right? People also look into the insurance many a times, though the initial price of the two cars are same, but if it is an European car, if the insurance is more, then they go for an Indian car or an Asian car. Am I right? Correct. So see, when we are purchasing a product, we will not only look into the price of that particular commodity, but also look into the prices of the related goods. And then next one.
Income of the consumer.
Yes, it's very important. When income increases, the demand for a product will also increase because you have more purchasing power to buy the products. Are you able to understand?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Next one.
Taste and preferences of the consumer.
Yes. I told you, I already gave you an example. See, no matter what is the price of the Levi's jeans, elder family member of my family will not buy it because that is not their taste and preferences. Even if you get KSIC Mysore silk saree for 5,000 rupees, are you going to wear it on to the college every day, girls?
No, ma'am.
No, right? So if Ramraj, Ramraj Shalya Panche is very cheaper, are you boys, are you going to wear it to the college? Definitely not, right? So you need an ethnic day, is a day to wear such things. Okay, so it depends on taste and preferences, no matter what is the price of, if the, you see, I always hear that, when the, yeah, the, your generation people say that, okay, in Pizza Hut Wednesday you get one buy one free, buy one get one free and all. That doesn't, many of the parents may not understand that because that is not their preference at all. They feel that why pay so much thousands of rupees to that pizza, right? Because it doesn't match their tastes. Correct. So um, your demand also depends on the tastes and preferences. Okay, in that you had written two different sub concepts. Correct. What were they?
Bandwagon effect or demonstration effect. Snob effect or Veblen effect.
Yes, bandwagon effect or demonstration effect. See, in even in the taste and preferences, sometimes we buy the products because of the demonstration effect or bandwagon effect. It means that bandwagon effect means buying a product because it is on a trend, because many people are buying it, whether it is expensive or cheap, that's not an issue, but if many people are buying it, then we buy it. That is called bandwagon effect or demonstration effect, because someone else is demonstrating it, we also want to demonstrate, we also want to show off that we have it. Okay, can you give me an example for this?
Baggy jeans.
Pants.
Yes,
Labubu
baggy
dolls.
jeans is. Then
Oversized shirt.
Oversized
ah,
t-shirts.
yes, oversized t-shirts is a new trend now, right? So it is such a
Cargo.
new, yeah, but it has
Cargo
actually
pants.
saved parents money. Okay, the oversized t-shirts have saved parents money because now I see that the kids wearing mom dad's t-shirts. Okay, yeah, one more thing. Yes, for sorry.
I mean cargo pants.
Huh, okay, okay. Yeah. So one is attire. Now think of something else other than attire.
Recently, more of shares and investment was done. Like people were getting influenced and buying more shares.
Yes, that is also, everybody wants to talk about their portfolio. Everybody
And
wants
follow
to talk about this. Yes.
purchasing of
iPhones.
electric bikes.
Yes, Faiza.
Purchasing of electric bikes, ma'am, is increased nowadays.
That is also because one is trend. Yeah, yeah, correct. So, so that is bandwagon effect. People are doing it because many are doing it. Okay, and the next one is snob effect or Veblen effect. In this, the people buy it because it is expensive. That is called snob effect. It is also called as Veblen effect. Okay, people buy because it is expensive. If it was cheap, then they wouldn't buy it and show it off. Okay, people, buying Gucci bag, Prada bag, Louis Vuitton is all. It's like the bags. start from 2.5 lakhs, 3 lakhs. People buy it because it some demonstrates their status. It is a symbol of status. So that is called Veblen effect or snob effect.
Snob effect.
Yeah. Are you able to understand?
Yes,
Clear with the concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
And the next one is,
Other factors like size
yeah,
of population.
if the population is more, demand will be more. If the population is less, demand will be less, because higher the population, anyway, all goods are required. And then
Composition of population.
composition of population will also matter. Composition of population means how many young population is there, whether a country has more of an old population or infant population. Accordingly, the demand for goods will also change, right? So Japan and India both order the diapers more. India demands diapers for young child, and the Japan demands adult diapers, because you must be knowing that the aged population is very high in Japan. Correct? Okay. Next.
The level of national income and its distribution.
Yes, that's also very important. If a country has higher national income and equitable distribution of income, I mean, income is spreaded among their population in a fair way. It means that most of the people are rich enough to buy goods and services. Then the demand increases. Country with low national income, definitely the demand will be less, because people do not have a purchasing power to buy the goods and services. Next.
Consumer credit facility and interest rates.
Yes. If loan facilities are more, I mean, if they get loan easily, then the demand for goods and services will also be more. So I told you, see, if sari can be bought in EMI, obviously those who cannot afford it will definitely buy it in EMI, and the demand for the sari increases. So the more credit facilities you have, the more you spend on goods and services. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
One second. One second. So these are the determinants of demand. When the same concept is expressed with the help of an algebraic expression, mathematical expression, that is called demand function. I don't want you to write down what Qx, Px, M is, but I want to write the first 2 points. A function is a symbolic statement of a relationship between the dependent independent variables, and then Qx is a function of Px, M, Py, Pc, T, and A. Only write these 2 points, the rest you can just read. Have you taken this down?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you read the first 3 points? Qx, what is Qx, what is Px, what is M? So basically whatever we have discussed, okay, in terms of textual form, now it is expressed in the through mathematical equation. So quantity demanded is dependent on price, dependent on income. prices of related goods. Substitute and complementary goods are nothing but related goods. I will talk about that in detail later. Taste and preferences, advertisement.
Ma'am, could you display the last page once?
Yes, yes.
Got it, ma'am. Okay.
Okay. Yes. Substitutes and complementary goods, I will explain it some other time when we discuss about the normal goods or shift in demand. But you can understand that as a prices of related goods, which we have already discussed. Taste and preferences, advertisement expenditure. So demand also depends on advertisement, right? We get influenced by the advertisement and then by the commodities. Okay. Shall I move on to the next slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now I want you to understand this. Don't write it down because I'll tell you in simple manner. Just try to understand. Read it. Were you able to understand this statement? What does this statement say? Anybody?
Basically, when price
1 second,
falls,
Faiza, 1 second. I want everybody to talk in the class. Let people raise the hand. Okay. Thank you so much, Faiza. Yes, Anish.
Basically, the statement meant that when price of a thing increases, the demand will price of the thing decreases, the demand goes high, and when the price increases, the demand goes low.
Okay. Yes, Vikram.
And the statement says it the price and demand are inversely proportional.
Yes, yes. And it also mentions one important thing. What is that? Anybody can answer that.
Other things remain constant.
Very good, Chinmay. Yes, yes, very good. Other things remaining constant. It means that what are the other things?
Supply.
No.
Related.
other
Yes,
determinants of goods.
you have learned other determinants of demand, right? Income of the consumer, prices of related goods, taste and preferences, advertisement expenditure. When all these things remain constant, then when the price of your commodity increases, demand decreases. When price of your commodity decreases, demand increases. Are you able to understand? So it's very important in a law to say that other things remaining constant or equal. Okay. Now, please go through this schedule. This is called individual demand schedule. Okay. See, when price is 5, demand quantity demanded was 10. When price decreased to 4, demand increased to 15. 3, 2, 1. As price decreased, the quantity demanded increased, right? This is the demand line. Okay, but for this diagram, you will not get a straight line, you will get a non-linear one because those differences are different. But if you know, with every increase in the price like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, if quantity demanded has increased like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 equally, then you would get the linear demand line. So which is downward sloping from left to right. You can see that at $6, demand was 4. When price decreased to $5, demand increased to 5. So as price increases, demand decreases, or as price decreases, demand increases. This is called the law of demand. Are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear with the concept?
Yes,
Great.
ma'am.
Okay, now I will give you the table. You have to draw the diagram. Okay. Price 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Quantity demanded. Quantity demanded. 180, 60, 40, 20. 180, 60, 40, 20. Please draw the diagram. Please draw the diagram. Did you draw the diagram?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you get a downward sloping straight line? What did you measure on? What did you measure on x-axis?
Price.
What did
X-axis
you?
is quantity. X-axis is quantity.
Y-axis?
Y-axis price.
Price, ma'am.
How did you get an upward sloping straight line then?
Ma'am, because 10, I started with 10 and in the x-axis I started with 20. So it goes upward only, ma'am.
No. That's why I made you to draw. Good, good. Got it?
My
Where did
bad,
you
yes,
go
ma'am.
wrong? Yeah.
For 10 I did not take 100. For 10 I took 20. There I did a
Yes,
mistake.
yes, yes. Okay. And one more thing, being a student of statistics, you always studied that independent variable has to be measured on x-axis and dependent variable has to be measured on y-axis. But in economics, in this place, in all other cases, even in economics, we follow the same thing. But in this case, you can see that dependent variable is measured on x-axis and independent variable is measured on y-axis. That therefore there was a confusion. Got it, Anish? That is because conventionally that has been practiced in economics with regard to demand and supply. That's it. Only in these two things. Rest all other cases, price the independent variable is measured on x-axis. But in these two cases, independent variable is measured on y-axis. That's why you got the confusion. You had that confusion. Clear? Are you able to understand? So I just wanted to know that how many of you have observed that point when I was explaining the concept, the quantity on x-axis and price on y-axis. You should have asked me the question, right? Why independent variable on y-axis when it is supposed to be on x-axis? Okay, got it clear with the concept now? Great. Now please go through the market demand schedule and I want you to write down the meaning of market demand. You don't have to draw the table. Okay, from now you will understand. Okay, from now onwards I will show you the table. Okay, and you are going to explain that table to me because I have already explained the concept. One of you have to explain that table to me. So when you explain the table, you understand the concept clearly. Okay. Okay, so please take down the meaning of market demand and try to understand the table. When you are ready, you can raise the hand. I want many people to participate. Faisal, Anish have already answered, so I want others also to participate. Arpita, will you explain the table to me? The way you have understood.
Ma'am, can I take 2 minutes?
Sure, sure. Definitely, definitely. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, can I explain it?
Is that okay, Arpita?
Absolutely, ma'am. No
Okay.
problem.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, you can explain it. Whoever has said.
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, yes.
The market demand is the add up of all individual demands.
Huh.
What is the A, B, C? The
Yes.
total market demand, which means the market demand contains all individual. It will add up all individual demands and give the result. Like it will not only focus on individual demands, it will compare three, I mean, all A, B, C, all demands, I mean, all individual demands, and it
Yes.
will see which has more, like the total of the demand, which is more, it will consider that one.
Ramani, there I will clarify it. It will not consider the more. See, for example, when price is 5, consumer A demanded 10, consumer B demanded 8, consumer C demanded 12. Let's think that in this market there are 3 consumers. So the market demand is nothing but aggregate of or is the summation of all the individual demands. Okay. So 10 plus 8 plus 12 is 30. And when price decreased to 4, definitely in all the cases, so you can see there, as and when the price decreased, the demand for the product increased in all the 3 cases. So all the 3 individuals are adhering to the law of demand. But the amount of goods that has been demanded by each individual is different. But obviously, whenever the price is increasing, they are demanding less, and whenever the price is decreasing, they are demanding more. So when price decreased to 4, A demanded 15, B demanded 12, and C demanded 18. 3, 20, 17, 23, 2, 35, 25, 40. So in this way, whenever the price decreased, the demand increased in all the three cases, but in a different way, with a different magnitude or size. And when you add all of them, okay, at rupees 5, market demand is 30. At rupees 4, market demand is 45. At rupees 3, market demand is 60. At rupees 2, market demand is 100. How do you get that 100? 35 plus 25 plus 40. But market demand is also having the same behavior as the individual demand. As price decreases, demand increases. It increased from 30 to 140. Am I clear to you?
Yes.
Okay, good, great. Ramani, the rest of the things what you explained is correct, only the last part. Okay.
No,
Okay.
I didn't mean the commodity will decrease. The it will take the sum up of all individual. The demand, the highest demand, which means the add up of all of things, it will give the what do you call the conclusion of
Maximum.
all individual. Yeah.
Yeah, correct, correct. Then correct. Okay. And then comes the rationale of law of demand. This I will explain it after I explain the second unit. Okay. So because I have to teach you the diminishing marginal utility to understand this. So some of the concepts are overlapping. So I have to go front and back. I have to teach this and then go back to the next one. I will come back to this after I teach you the second thing. Okay. Now I want you to write down all the 7 points and give a space. Completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let's understand each component. Exceptions to the law of demand. What does that mean? In this case, the law of demand doesn't work. Okay. The first one is
Conspicuous goods.
conspicuous goods. Conspicuous means expensive. Okay, expensive, luxurious goods. So the because of the Veblen effect, see, usually when price increases, demand should decrease. But sometimes in case of some products, demand increases because of the increase in price, because it exhibits the standard of living, it exhibits the amount of wealth and richness they have got. Okay, so higher the price, higher will be the demand from that particular section of the society. So that is called conspicuous goods. Am I clear?
Yes.
Yes. Next one.
Giffen
Next one.
goods.
Giffen goods. Okay.
Giffen
This
goods.
is, yes, giffen goods. So please try to understand this. Giffen goods are, okay, Giffen is a military actually. Okay, there was a military from the country England. His name is Sir Robert Giffen. Okay, he was also a statistician. So when England was on war with Ireland, okay, usually during the war time, what happens? Prices of most of the commodities will increase. Am I right? Prices of the goods will increase during the war period. So, when England went on war with Ireland, or when England and Ireland were on war, the prices of bread increased. Okay. Prices of all the commodities increased, so with the bread. So, prices of the bread also increased. So, when prices of bread increased, as per the law of demand, Giffen was expecting the demand to fall for bread. But when prices of bread increased, demand for bread didn't fall. In fact, demand for bread increased all the more. Why do you think so?
Because of the fear of it ending or it getting over.
One is
Scarcity
that.
of
Necessity,
food,
ma'am.
ma'am.
More?
Necessity of food.
Yes. See, bread is a staple food for the Western countries, right? People of Western countries. See, if bread price has increased, it means that definitely other prices are good. Prices of other goods have definitely have increased, right? Be it meat, be it whatever, the salads or any kind of meat, fish and all. So the bread is the cheapest product. When the price of cheapest product has increased, many people can't afford the other products which whose price increased all the more. So in though the price of bread increased, people didn't had any alternative to go for, they have to survive, right? So it was the cheapest one. When the cheapest price goods price increases, then people still buy that because people do not have any other option. Am I clear to you? Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
that is called Giffen goods. Giffen has identified this trend, so it is known as Giffen goods. Giffen goods are uh, in a society the very least expensive commodity. In those cases, even when the price increases, demand doesn't decrease, demand increases. So, Giffen goods are, Rachana, Giffen goods are those goods whose demand doesn't decrease when the price increases. Even when the price increases, demand increases because it is the cheapest product. If when the price of your cheapest product increases, where will a man go? Where will people go? They have to end up buying that, right? Because if the cheapest product's price has increased, it means that the price of other goods are all the more expensive. Right? That is definitely unaffordable. Then they will end up buying the cheapest commodity even though the price increases because they do not have any other alternative. Am I clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to understand? Okay, see for example, when you go to a different city, okay, let's say that you went for a vacation as a tourist. You will not eat it in five-star hotel because it is expensive. You may not eat it in four-star, three-star hotels because they are expensive. In Darshini, okay, if masala dosa costs 200 rupees, what can you do? If Darshini itself masala dosa costs 200 rupees, in five-star hotel it will be 10,000. It will be in thousands, right? So even if the price is high, you end up buying there because you do not have any other alternative. Are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. One second. Okay. Yes, Tanushri.
Ma'am, what is the difference between conspicuous goods and bandwagon effect, ma'am? Like in both the cases, the expensive goods
No,
have.
conspicuous goods and Veblen effects are same, almost similar. Bandwagon is demonstration effect. It may not be an expensive one. See, when
Yes,
see
ma'am.
when Sania Mirza was in trend, many women started piercing their nose and putting a ring. That's a bandwagon effect. Okay. So when some movie gets hit, people start using that style, right? That's a bandwagon effect. Everybody now wants to have a flat TV, big TV. Gone are those days when we used to have this smaller TV. Now we want bigger screen, right? So and iPhone, someone was mentioning it here. So iPhone, people want to buy it,
Yes,
even
ma'am.
though many of them do not know the use of it.
I meant Weblen only, ma'am. Sorry.
Haha, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, Veblen and Snob FA conspicuous goods are almost the same. Yes.
Oh, yes,
Yes.
ma'am. Thank
Yes. Um, and then next point.
Conspicuous
Conspicuous
necessities.
See here. Now there is a paradox. Conspicuous necessities. Conspicuous means luxury. I'm saying luxurious necessities. What could be that?
Private education.
Perfect. In Bangalore, definitely. Yes. Private education is conspicuous necessity. My God, correct.
gold.
In Bangalore, it is gold. See, in Indian wedding, be it Christian wedding, Hindu wedding, Islam, Muslim wedding, Sikh wedding, in all the weddings, bride is expected to wear certain amount of, the gold. It is a conspicuous necessity. It is necessary, but it is conspicuous. It is expensive. Are you able to understand?
Farmhouse.
Houses also, some houses, yes. And then some medical treatment. Okay, but see, medical treatment will not come under someone has written it, Shri Ram, but medical treatment is not somebody's desire. We can't call it as a demand. Are you able to understand? That is
Yes.
a necessary thing that you have to do it. Okay. Okay. Cosmetic treatment is not at all necessary. That is what people think it is necessary. But yeah, in a way, yes, you are right. Now that the whole generation is going to behind Botox, this, that, and all, yes. I mean, I think the world is becoming crazier day by day. Especially with the social media and I don't know that people are not ready to accept the age that they are aging. They have to accept it, right? How long you can be looking young, and why do you have to look young when you are? I always feel that when you age, you have to age with grace. What's the big deal in it? In spite of all the botox, all the cosmetics, one day your skin will give up, your body will give up. We have to leave this body also, right? So but anyways, that is there. That's kind of a conspicuous necessities. Yes. And next one.
Future expectations about prices.
Yes. So please do understand this point very clearly. If the future expectation about the price is high, then the demand for that product today will be more even if the price is high. Let's say that tomato price is 100 rupees now per kg. Isn't it high?
Yes,
Ma'am.
But if you get to know that next week it will become 150 rupees, don't you buy more tomatoes today?
of course.
Yes,
Even when the
ma'am.
price is high. So that's when the law of demand doesn't work, when the future expectations about the price is high. Okay, next one.
Ma'am, can we take example of gold as well in this?
Gold, crypto, we can also include.
Yes. Usually that's how the demand for gold also increases. Yes.
Impulsive purchase.
Yes. Next one is impulsive purchase. Impulsive purchase is not making a rational decision, buying it in one go without thinking much. So, impulsive purchase, as if because of the rush in the blood, you just buy it. See, this happens when we go as a tourist to different places because we do not have a complete knowledge about the market of that particular area. We think that it is very cheap and we buy it, but we may ended up buying more at a higher price. Who knows? Okay, in an impulsive purchase, this happens. By the time you realize that you have paid more, you would have already bought it. Are you able to understand? When you don't think, when you don't do enough research and spend money, this is what happens. Am I clear to you? I have been fooled like that many times. If someone says that, this is something made by women cooperatives and all, I buy it. But then later I get to know that I have paid double the price for the product because in that particular region you get that for much cheaper price. Right? So that is impulsive purchase. Next.
Demand for necessaries.
Yes, the law of demand doesn't work for demand for necessaries. Probably medicine comes under that. Because it is a necessary, even if the price is high, we will buy as much as prescribed. So, rice, milk, even when the price increases, the demand doesn't decrease because we have to survive. So, the demand increases. So, it is more like a given goods. Next one.
Speculative goods.
Yes, speculative goods are like the way you said gold, bitcoins, and all. Okay, so the demand increases when the prices are increasing. Demand decreases when the prices are decreasing. Are you able to understand? There are
Yes, ma'am.
very few who will buy when the prices are low.
Yes.
Only if they have very clear understanding of the market and if they think that the stocks will not crash, then they will buy it. Otherwise, usually people buy when the prices are increasing, they sell it when the prices are highest. Are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Clear with the
Yes,
concept?
ma'am.
Everybody clear with the concept?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, I want you to write this down and also draw the diagram. And 1 second, I want you to. Oh, sorry. Please write down the heading, expansion and contraction of demand, and then write increase in demand due to decrease in price is known as expansion, that full sentence, and also draw the diagram. Do this arrow mark and write expansion and contraction. Downward sloping is expansion, upward sloping is contraction.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, I had a doubt regarding given goods and demand for necessaries.
I
Like,
told you that they're almost the same, but
uh,
that has been first observed by the the Giffen. But only thing is that Giffen goods are always cheap goods, but necessary goods are need not be cheaper. Like the medicine treatment could be expensive, but it is necessary.
okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
Yes.
Is it like when there's a crisis, like war crisis, then it is called as giffen goods, and in the usual?
See, given goods are very clear. When the prices of the cheapest commodity increases, the demand will still be increasing. That is called. So, or in simple, if the demand increases with an increase in the price, they are called given goods.
Okay, ma'am, got it.
Okay, yes.
Thank you.
Should we write this?
To write the words and also the diagram, draw the diagram and also make 2 arrow marks and write contraction and expansion.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah. Have you completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now look at the diagram. Okay, there are two concepts that we need to study in this. One is movement along the demand curve, that is called expansion and contraction of demand. Another one is shift in demand curve.
Demand curve.
See here, you can see that the quantity has moved from 4 to 5. What is the reason?
The decrease in the price.
Very good. Price has decreased from 6 to 5. So the quantity has increased from 4 to 5. If price has increased from 6 to 7, probably quantity would have decreased
3.
4 to 3, right? So you can
Yes.
see that as now let's say this is A, this is B, and this is C. When we move from A to B, B to C, the quantity is increasing from 3 to 4, 4 to 5. So downward movement shows expansion of demand. Are you able to understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And upward movement from C to B, B to A, you can see demand getting decreased. So upward movement shows contraction of demand. Okay. And this expansion and contraction can be shown in the same diagram. We have not drawn a different demand curve. In the same demand curve, we are showing an expansion of demand and contraction of demand. That is because of change in price. Okay.
Price.
So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that if demand gets expanded or contracted because of change in price, we need not have to draw a different demand line. In the same demand line, we can show the expansion and demand. That is called movement along the demand curve. Downward movement shows the expansion of demand. Upward movement shows the contraction of demand. Am I clear to you?
Yes,
Are you
ma'am.
able to understand?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good. Great. Next is the increase and decrease in demand. Again, I want you to write down these points and give a place little bit. Okay, and then draw this diagram. And heading should be only this, not decrease in demand. Just write increase in demand. Increase in demand. Let me know once you have completed, but take your time, do not have to rush. But I'm just saying that once you have completed, you please let me know.
Done, ma'am.
I'll give you a minute more. Complete it.
Completed, ma'am.
Okay. Now please take down this one. Okay. Now the heading is already given anyway. Leftward shift in the demand curve. Write down all the points and then draw the diagram and also show it in the arrow mark that you are talking about the decrease in demand.
Ma'am, completed.
All of you, have you completed?
Yes,
Done, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Before we move on to the increase and decrease in demand or shift in demand curve, now I will take a moment to explain substitute goods and complementary goods, because that is what you are written in the reasons for the rightward shift and leftward shift, right? So let me explain the substitute goods and complementary goods to you. Shall I stop sharing the screen so that I can open a blank sheet to explain the...
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Ma'am.
Give me a second. Yes, please. You want to write down?
Bonus month మీద bonus broken.
Are you talking to me? Mute yourself if you are not talking to me.
ನನ್ನ ಅರ್ಧ ಗಂಟೆ.
One second. I will share a blank screen so that it will be easier for you to understand the concept. One second. Okay. Now let's understand substitute goods and complementary goods. Let's think that there are two commodities, X and Y. So, if X and Y can be used as an alternative, if both of them are satisfying similar kind of needs or wants, then they are called substitute goods. Substitute goods are nothing but alternative goods. See, for example, pen and pencil. You are writing in a pen, but let's say that ink got over. Okay, so then immediately to complete your writing, you can shift to pencil because it also does more or less the same work. Are you able to understand? So these alternative goods are called substitute goods, so which can be used as an alternate. For example, lemon and tamarind, tomato and lemon, they are substitute goods. Coca-Cola and Pepsi are substitute goods.
Coffee and tea.
Coffee and tea are classic example for substitute goods. Are
And
you
pen
able
and
to,
ink.
are you able to understand the concept of substitute good?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If both of them can be used as an alternative, then they are substitute goods. Okay. So now in case of substitute goods, let's say tea is X and coffee is Y. If price of X increases, demand for X decreases. That's what we have studied in the law of demand. But when price of X increases, demand for Y increases. Are you able to understand this? Now that tea has become relatively costly, people shift to coffee. So even when there is no change in the price of coffee, demand for coffee has increased due to increase in the price of tea. Okay, so in case of substitute goods, if price of one commodity increases, demand for another commodity increases. If price of one commodity decreases, demand for another commodity decreases. Are you able to understand the meaning and nature of substitute goods?
Yes,
When
ma'am.
price of tomato increases, people will shift to lemon or tamarind. When price of tomato decreases, people will shift back from tamarind and lemon to tomato. So the demand for tomato and tamarind decreases when price of tomato decreases. When price of tomato increases, demand for tamarind increases. Are you able to understand? ಟ್ಯಾಮ್ರಿಂಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಹುಣಸೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಟೊಮೆಟೊ ಬೆಲೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ ಹುಣಸೆ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಟೊಮೆಟೊ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಟೊಮೆಟೊ ಬೆಲೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆದಾಗ ಹುಣಸೆ ಹಣ್ಣು ಅಥವಾ ನಿಂಬೆ ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆರ್ ಯು ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್? Okay.
Yes.
So that is what we mean by substitute goods. And then we have complementary goods. Let's say X and Y are complementary goods. What do you mean by complementary goods? Both the goods have to be consumed together to satisfy a want. Like car and petrol.
True.
Right? Shoes and socks. Pen and ink. Okay, pen and ink. All these are complementary goods. To commute in car, you have to have car as well as the petrol. Okay, so that is complementary goods. But in case of complementary goods, when price of petrol increases, demand for petrol car decreases. You may say that now we have already purchased a car, then how can we say that the demand decreases? So please do understand, we started today with the concept of demand. Demand is not what you have already purchased. Demand is what you are going to purchase after fulfilling 3 conditions. Am I clear? So when price of petrol increases, demand for petrol car decreases. Maybe they will go for electric car, but demand for petrol car decreases. When price of petrol decreases, demand for petrol car increases. So in case of complementary goods, price and demand are inversely related. If price of one commodity increases, demand for another commodity decreases. If price of one commodity decreases, demand for another commodity increases. Are you able to understand the concept?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear with the concept? Everybody? Okay.
Yes.
Now I will come to shift in demand. This is the original demand line. Let's say this is the original demand line. Price is constant here. Okay. I will draw 2 more lines. One is D1, another one is D2. Okay. From 6 to demand increased to 8. Why?
Because of the other factors.
Yeah, because the demand curve shifted towards right. And this leftward shift shows decrease in demand, because from 6 to the demand decreased to 4. Are you able to understand this?
Yes, ma'am.
Got it? I repeat. This is original demand. This is increase in demand. Increase in demand can be expressed in 2 ways. One, direction wise, another one, position wise. Position wise, it is upward movement. Direction wise, it is rightward movement. Okay. This is original demand and this is D2. Decrease in demand. Direction wise, it is leftward movement. Position wise, it is downward movement. Are you able to understand this part?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear with the concept? See, you can see in this diagram that price has not changed. Price has remained the same, but demand has increased when there is a rightward shift in demand curve. demand has decreased when there is a leftward shift in demand curve. It means that it clearly says that the shift in demand is definitely not because of the change in price, but due to change in
the shift, the curve of the
other factors. Yeah, but
Position
why is
of
that? It could be because of any other factors but not price. Got it? Yeah, that shift, I mean, the change we show it in the
factors.
diagram, that is a different thing. If you are talking to me, you please have to raise your hand. You cannot just talk when I am talking because it is disturbing others. Even if you want to participate in the discussion, you have to raise the hand. Am I clear to you? And when I ask you the question, you can unmute yourself and answer without raising the hand. Am I clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So, please do understand that. Please do understand that when there is an increase in the rightward shift in demand, we say that there is an increase in demand. What could be the reason? Shift is not a reason. Shift has only shown the increase. What could be the reason? It could be anything but not price. Okay. What are that anything? That's what you have taken it down. See here, these are the reasons for the rightward shift. Now, can you try to understand? Rise in the price of a substitute good. Let's say that it is a Y commodity. Is it too much for the day? Are you all tired?
No, ma'am.
You seem to be tired, many of you. Tired? Okay, we will discuss the shift in demand in my next class. Okay, we have 10 minutes left. We will do, yeah, I understand. Because you have never been to continuous 1.5, 2 hours sessions, right? I mean, you have accustomed to the 1.5 hour session, but I could see the dip in the grasping after 1.5 hours. Last 15 minutes is difficult. Okay, I understand that. You have to slowly get used to this long extended hours of listening. Okay, slowly it will come. Do not worry about that. And it's a theory paper. Like in accountancy, you might do few problems and the time will just fly away. But in law paper, in economics paper, you have to get used to the lengthy hours. I understand that. Okay, we will do one thing. You have studied few concepts today, right, with regard to demand, right? 1 second. We will discuss the MCQs, okay? That gives you an idea how to prepare yourself for the exam. One second. First one, answer. I mean, write your answers in the book. Rachana, speculative goods are those goods where prices increase because of the speculation of the people, like stock market, real estate. All these are speculative goods. Bitcoins.
Thank you.
Completed first one? Did you complete the first one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Try the third one. Rachana, increase in the price of petrol will lead to decrease in the demand for petrol car.
Ma'am, is it the same one in case of complementary goods?
Yeah, it is a complementary good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So increase of the price of petrol car is due to increase in the price of petrol.
No. We are not talking about that. We are not talking about the increase in the price of petrol car. We are talking that increase in the price of petrol leads to decrease in the demand for petrol car.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Uh, okay. Try the fourth one. I just tapped. Fourth one. Done? Let's look at the, okay. Is there any other thing? Okay. Sixth one. Sixth one. So how many questions have you attempted? 5?
4, ma'am.
4? Okay. Done with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, the rest of the concept has not been covered. Now look at the answer. First one, whatever questions you have taken.
Ma'am, if possible, can you show the first question again?
So have you noted down the correct answer for all the 4 questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Demand for a commodity refers to, D is the answer. First one, desire to backed by ability to pay for the commodity. That is not the only thing. Need for the commodity and willingness to pay for it. But what about the ability to pay for it? That is missing. The quantity demanded of that commodity at a certain price. No. The quantity of the commodity demanded at a certain price during any particular period of time. So, at a particular period of time, when a commodity is purchased, okay, then it is called demand for a commodity. Okay. D is the answer. Okay. So we shall discuss the shifts in demand curve, that is rightward shift and leftward shift, in my next class. That's on Wednesday. Okay. Thank you so much for listening to me. See you in my next class. Take good care of yourself.
Thank you, ma'am.
You are
Thank you,
tired.
ma'am.
Eat
Thank you,
well.
ma'am.
Sleep well.
Thank you,
Take
ma'am.
care. Bye bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye, ma'am.